Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie. You're not neither any of these blokes. This is my old mate Von the Burglar. Von the Burglar from 1AR clan. Best clan in the universe. And he sent me a couple of replays. They're both going to feature them both in today's video. I know, normally it's only one video on a Tuesday, but today it's going to be two. And there's a bit of a theme to them. They're both different tanks. They're not from the same country. They might be from the same tank class, but they're, he said to me, Stewie, I've got two aces for you. Acing of the Turds. That's right, two tanks that possibly aren't regarded as the best tanks in the game. Best tanks by quite a while. The ARL V39. He took the ARL V39. Oh, see, is that the one with the big, like the big fat ass and the really big one that sticks out the front? He goes, that's the one, Stewie. That's the one. He's getting spotting damage here in a tank destroyer. It's a tier 6 French tank destroyer, the ARL V39. Wait till you see this bad boy. It looks pretty funny. He's got the APCR rounds loaded, which is premium. 105mm gun, 330 alpha damage, which isn't too bad for tier 6. 223 penetration. That's with standard rounds. 165 with armor piercing rounds, which is standard ammunition on this bad boy. He's on Abbey. He's looking in towards the middle. The OI that you can see on the minimap that's just sort of started to roll. He's just woken up and he's decided he's going to go mid. And, well, good luck to him. Von doesn't shoot the WZ there. Not sure what he was thinking. He was getting some spotting damage. 451 spotting damage already. 351 damage done so far with that one shot into the WZ earlier. Maybe worried about getting spotted, then bombarded by the two artilleries on the enemy team. Now, this is a Tier 7 game. Tier 7 game on Abbey. I know the maps. Trust me, and have a look at it. Have a look at this bad boy. He's got 2 marks of excellence on it, so he can't be doing too bad. I do like that style that's on there, that camouflage style. Looks good. It seems to suit the tank. It's almost a bit, I don't know. Is it like steampunk? Is that what the kids are calling it this day? He's got 2 marks of excellence on this. I'm not sure if he's going to get a third. He's repositioned here, back here behind these bushes, so he can kick back, let the caminet fire up, let the binoculars fire up, and not only shoot the enemy tanks that are going for the objective from the east, but also spot them for his other friends who are ready to shoot him as well. Don't know what happened with that buggy, B-U-G-I, the Tier 6 Polish medium tank, the one that leads to the brand new Tier 10 Polish medium tank. But anyway, he's looking at him. The VK3002D is going in there. He's going full YOLO into these 3 enemy tanks. Not sure if he's going to last too long there. The AMD 178B gets taken out on the other side of the map because, of course, Von's team are pushing the south from the western flank. The eastern flank, though, looks a little bit concerning, and that's what Von's focusing on. He's getting the spotting damage up. He's getting spotting. He's chipping away at his assisted damage as he goes away, waiting to shoot the heavy tank number 6, the Japanese Tiger, the Tier 6 premium heavy tank, to get rid of him and get some bit more of a score. The buggy is sitting there. They're all in interesting positions. They're within shouting distance of the northern flank, but they're not pushing into it, and that's what Von wants them to. He wants them to. The OI is saying, I'm a sniper, trust me. All right, good on you, OI driver. Bang. Starts to shoot some damage now. Gets one into the side of the Tier 6 Polish medium tank. Takes him down to, what's he down to? 320 hit points. 320 hit points. That should be a one-shot if the Tier 6 Polish pokes its head up again. They're down by 2 tanks. 3-5's the score. Von the Burglar from 1AR clan, the best clan in the universe, on 647 damage, 525 assisted damage. This is the Acing of the Turds. There's going to be 2 replays in this video. Not one, but 2. 2 tank destroyers. I think they're both tank destroyers. What's the other one? I don't know. Both known as not the best tanks in the world. The ARL V39. We were talking about this just the other day. Well, the other day compared to on the day before I recorded this, and it's a bit of a dad body, isn't it? This thing, it's big, it's round, and it's got a big one protruding from the front. Here we go. Bye-bye. Heavy tank number 6, gone. That's his first kill of this game. Brings his damage up to 745 hit points. 525 assisted damage. He gets spotted, pulls back and wiggles a little bit. The OI, who's been sniping from the middle, I've never seen too many people snipe from the middle, but he's getting a little bit of attention from the enemy team. Von turns his gun to try to maybe get rid of the STRV-74, but who's proving to be quite hiding a little bit, proving to be quite hiding. Anyway, it gets killed by the M44, and that brings the score up to 8-7. This is the first time in this game. That we've been up. The OI expresses his disappointment in the in-game chat, saying, I wanted to snipe from back there. Anyway, it's an interesting place to snipe from. What's left? The score's 8-7. Von's on 1 kill. 745 damage. 628 assisted damage. You say, rightio, hold my beer. This is a hold my beer moment. Let's get rid of the buggy. Shoots him and blows his head off for 320 hit points. Brings his damage up to 1,065. And now he's got the M4A3. Easy 8, the tier 6 American medium tank. He's on 800 hit points, so it's going to take him 3 shots, unless somebody else shoots him as well. It's going to take him 3 shots to get rid of the tier 6 American medium. He doesn't want to get flanked by him, though. That's why he's pulling back, putting a little bit of distance between himself and the easy 8. Here comes the Hellcat, the hold my beer moment. Hellcat saying, oh, I'm going for him. Goes in there. Von says, no problem, so I'll go for him as well. Jumps down. Gives him a little bit of a nudge, shoots him once, takes him down to 186 hit points. He's a one-shot, probably for both of them now. Will Von get the kill, or will the Hellcat Seagull it? Oh, I reckon Von might get this one. Easy 8 shoots him. Von shoots him back. That's his 3rd kill. 1621 damage done. 628 assists. That just leaves the Hellcat. And the Hummel. Hellcat last spotted down there in the southwest corner where the King Tiger C is. I have no idea how long ago the Hellcat was seen there in the southwest corner, but the King Tiger C doesn't appear to be moving. Hopefully he's not on his side or anything like that. He might be, or he might not be. We're going to go down. There they are. The Hellcat's giving his position away. The Hellcat's back there in the traditional sniping area of the southern flank. Von looks for a shot on him. There's that little bit of concrete there is just in his way. Coming up here on the perch, getting ready to shoot the tier 6 American turreted tank destroyer on 542 hit points. Von's coming around the corner on 3 kills. This will be down. He wants to go down a bit, down a little bit. Bang. I don't know where that shot went, but he did pick up some assisted damage. Waits for that French gun to reload. He has been spotted, but who cares? There's only 2 tanks left, and surely Artie's not looking his way, right? Down goes the Hellcat, killed by the buggy. Von missed out on a couple of shots here, but here we go. This should be the last kill of the game, and it is for his 4th kill. I reckon he was unlucky there. I reckon he could have had a top gun in that game, but Acing of the Turds. You can see it there. Acing the Turds. Part 1, Abby. That's right, there's 2 parts in this video. This is going to be 2 Ace Tanker replays, 2 turds that doesn't matter how much you polish a turd. It's still going to be turd. Von the Burglar from 1AR clan. Absolute legend of the clan. An absolute gentleman and a hell of a nice guy. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the ARL V39, the one with the dad bod. Bruiser medal for doing some internal module and crew member damage. A demolition expert for blowing the head off one of the tanks that he killed at the start. Fire for effect. 1,698 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 1,013 base experience. That's enough for an ace in a turd like the ARL V39. Fired 11 shots, 7 hit, and they all did damage. He did have the premium rounds loaded. How did he go with the credits? Cost him 8,000 credits, but I think he's trying to get aces in all his tanks. I think that's what pushed him to try to ace the turd on Abby, ARL V39. Let's move on to Von's 2nd game in this double shot of acing the turd action. This is, some would say, one of the biggest turds of all. Have a look at it. It's the Churchill Gun Carrier. Some would say gun carriage. Some would say a lot of things. He's got 2 marks on this too. He's not stuffing around. Von the Burglar from 1AR is, I don't know, is he a glutton for punishment? I've bought one of these, I think. It's in my garage, and it's I don't think I've played. I never had to do the grind years ago, you know, when you first start going through all those tanks. But the Churchill Game Carrier, known as one of the turds at tier 6, the British TD. Have a look at it. It looks like a Churchill. Well, it's why it's got Churchill in its name. Looks a bit like the heavy tank, but it doesn't have a turret. It's just got the big box. And some people like big boxes, some people don't. Have a look at it. It looks like it needs a bit of a clean, though. Looks like it needs a little bit of a clean. Needs a little bit of a wash, but it still looks pretty cool. 2 marks of excellence on this bad boy, and Von is ready to rock and roll on the western flank of Muravanka, the one that I never get right. It's got the standard rounds loaded this time, 94mm gun, 280 alpha damage, 220 penetration. That's with standard, 252 with APCR, which is premium. Once again, similar to the ARL V39, similar to the the tank with the dad bod. He's got the binoculars and the camouflage net ready to rock and roll. Normally in a TD, you don't want to get spotted, and if you're kicking back in a bush and you can spot for yourself, that's certainly going to help your score as well as give you opportunities to shoot. Like Von's just had that opportunity to shoot in the KV against the KV3. Shoots him once, shoots him again for 539 hit points. Will he get another shot into the Russian Tier 7 heavy? I doubt it. Now, he is low tier in this. This is a Tier 7 game. Playing on the Australian server, best server in the world. I'll be tempted to blind fire that. Von the Burglar in the Churchill... not the Conch GC, the Churchill GC, the game carrier on Miravanka. They're winning already. They're winning 3-1. Von's got 539 damage done so far, putting a few blind shots towards where those heavy tanks were last seen. The Tiger 1 and the KV3, both Tier 7 heavy tanks in this game. He hasn't been spotted as he waits there. The Tiger pokes again. That one goes a little bit low. Tiger looks in Von's direction. He's been spotted, pulls back, angles, and he block a shot, pulls back. The Tiger's been stunned, so I'm not sure if he fired towards Von or not, but if he did, he certainly missed. 539 damage done so far, 219 assisted damage. Von the Burglar, the acing of the turds. Can he do it in the Conch GC? The Conch GC? The Churchill GC. The Churchill Gun Carriage. Is that what it stands for? Gun Carriage? I think it does. Or maybe it does stand for Game Carrier. So the KV3's moved a little bit over there to the left-hand side, but the Tiger's staying there. It looks like the Tiger might be tracked. This could be an opportunity for a kill shot. It is. Von picks up his first kill of this game, brings the score up to 4-1, 697 damage done, 219 assisted damage. And who's this cheeky little bugger? It's the KV2. Shoots him, and did he track the KV2? The KV2 is looking in Von's direction. He doesn't want the KV2 to shoot him. Von puts another one into the side, takes him down to about half hit points. And the KV2 moves behind that mound in the middle of Miravanka. Is it Miravanka? It is Miravanka. We've been through that. 4-2 the score. The East is looking very, very positive. The West is looking okay. 5-2 the score. There's only 2 tanks remaining over here on the western flank. The KV2 and the KV3. The KV2 we know is down to about half hit points. And the KV3, I think, is a one-shot. One thing I love about the Aussie server is you see some people... when you're playing, you see people that you know. And just in this game, I can see there's about 4 people that I know through the game, which is one of the best things about the Aussie server. Small server, small community, but very strong community. 5-2 the score. Von the Burglar is trying to polish the turd. He's trying to ace the second turd. He's done the ARL V39, the one with the dad bod. And what kind of bod would you call this? I don't know. It says Desert Rats on there. It's a bit dusty. He spots the KV122. Now, this is interesting. Top tier heavy tank in this game. This is the first time the KV122 has been spotted. 6-4 the score. He shoots him. He gets lit himself. Brings his damage up to 1438. 464 assisted damage. 6-4 pulling back. Is still on. He's a low tier TD in this battle. Remember that. He's a low tier TD. On the western side is the most furthest forward tank in this game. To be fair, the other tanks around him are also tier 6s. But Von getting the spotting done. He's spotting these tanks. I think he spotted all 3 of those heavy tanks, as well as picked up 464 assisted damage. Waits for the binos to fire up again. Got the binos and the camouflage net. Has he got a shot on the 122? I think he might there. Holds his fire. Waits till he knows it's going to do damage. The KV122 comes forward, shoots him for 283 hit points. Brings his damage up to 1721. If he got spotted there, I didn't notice it. But the East... They look like they're in a strong position in the East. But with the KV3 and the Tiger over there, 2 top-tier heavy tanks in this game, they're not... it doesn't look like the KV3 or the Tiger are pushing. There's a Fury and a Chiri. Looks like they might be looking for the setter in the field. But Von the Burglar doing his thing, doing his bit, holding up this flank. 3 top-tier heavy tanks. The KV3... the Tiger, which is now dead, and the KV122, which is now dead. Doing a great job here. The KV2 also got taken out not too long ago. And now the score's 7-4. There's that KV3 again. He wants his skull. That should do it. It does. Brings up his second kill, and that brings the score up to 10-4. 2,167 hit points of damage done so far. Von the Burglar acing the turds on Miravanka. Shoots the M4A3 Easy 8. And now the SU-122, the Tier 7 tank destroyer, decide to start. It's time to start rolling forward, and let's see if we can make this big British gun go a little bit quicker. Have a look at it. 2 marks of excellence on this bad boy. How cool would it be if this was a 3rd mark game? I'm not sure if it is, but Von is getting ready to shoot whatever gets spotted. The Tiger 1 up there in the northeast corner, getting backed up by the KV3 and the Chi-Ri. The Fury in the middle. So there's, well, what's left? Looking at the mini-map, they must be right on the red line if they're not getting spotted here. The Fury here. There's the M4A3, Easy 8. Hiding back there. He's behind a mound there by the looks of it. So Artie takes him out. The Chi-Ri takes him out. Rovit. Met Rovit a few years ago. What a nice bloke. Anyway, only 3 tanks remain. The IKV 65 Mark II, the Tier 6 Swedish tank destroyer, last spotted just where the Tiger's about to come, or the KV3, as well as the 2 artilleries, the Hummel and the M44. We know they're not up at the A1 corner. And looking at the mini-map, there's not many places left for those 2 artilleries to hide. Von hoping to get a shot into one of them. Not that one. Wait for that gun to aim. KV kills the Hummel. The Struve kills the M44. Where can the IKV be? Look at how close they had to get to him to spot him. Talk about good camo values. And as soon as usual, as soon as you get the last tank lit, they just explode when there's quite a few people shooting at them. Ace take a mastery badge from the old mate Von. Got a fire for effect. Ace the Turds Part 2. 2,415 hit points of damage was enough for an ace in the Churchill Gun Carrier. 2 kills. Gun Carrier. 2 kills, 1,061 base XP, 14 shots fired, 10 hit, and they all went through. 805 assisted damage, and even made some good coin. This is not a premium tank. This is a tech tree tank that you can pick up going through the British tech tree, or it might even be is it a collectible now, the Churchill? It might be. 43,000 credits after tax in that 8-minute game. Von the Burglar, you're an absolute legend, my friend. Can't wait to catch up again once we're all allowed to. Acing the Turds in the Churchill Gun Carrier, as well as the ARL V39, the one with the dad bod. Once again, thanks for videos, Von. Thanks for the replays, Von. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.